Hi, this is Dennis Spaeth. I'm with Micro Manufacturing Magazine, and I'm here at the MEMS Executive Congress in Scottsdale, Arizona. And we're talking with Ivo Stavorik, who is the Chief Technology Officer and co-founder of Body Media. Body Media happens to be one of the 6 finalists in the Technology Showcase here at this Congress, and Ivo is going to tell us about a MEMS-based weight loss product that they've had on the market. Been in business for some 13 years.
Yep.
And Ivo, show us what's part of our showcase today.
Well, let me show you first where Body Media comes from. We come from an armband, on-body product, which in this case is called the Body Media Link. It's something you wear in your upper arm up here against the skin. We have inside of this unit, there is actually a 3-axis accelerometer. There's temperature sensors that give you both skin temperature and heat flux, the rate of heat coming off the body. And on the back, you have some electrodes here that are doing the temperature, but also doing conductivity of skin, or what we call galvanic skin response. So both, worst case, that's a sweatometer. Best case, it's an arousal indicator of what's happening. And we use a multi-sensor approach to help people understand what's happening in their lifestyle and be able to derive from these multi-sensors accurate measures or predictions of the human body, what they do when they're doing different activities in their lifestyle. So calories burned, physical activity levels, whether moderate or vigorous, the amount of steps they take. That's obviously done with the accelerometer. And then we also do sleep patterns. And you said earlier, where it happened to our core market today is in weight loss and weight management. People use our system so that they can have an objective dashboard of who they are and how they're doing towards their goals, and also to present to them things that are pretty abstract to us, like how many calories do I burn, and the fact that calories are burned more than the 20 minutes in the gym if I get to the gym. It has to do with everything going on in my day. And so this gives them a way to get the credit for that, but also see what it really takes to change your lifestyle to meaningful lifestyle change and therefore weight change. What we're here to talk about the showcase is actually taking this technology in a way that's a lot more consumable, where people can actually get a lifestyle assessment, so to speak, for 5 to 7 days with a patch, which has a 7-day adhesive on it. You wear it also on your upper arm, has the same sensors as here. And you're able to then, at the end of a week, plug it in to your computer or to an internet device, and then be able to see that dashboard and see whether or not, have a sense of what your lifestyle is like, and whether or not you might want to embark in a more long-term program, or if you want to maybe get inspired to make some changes and see that kind of personalized information every day.
So now you say that this is more of a consumable product. Now the difference between this product and the armband, they're both Class 2. You mentioned that before.
Yeah, we happen to be a Class 2 medical device company with FDA registered, etc. So we are anything that we develop has to be validated at a certain level, and we have certain quality controls all associated with the medical device standard that we carry.
Now, do both of these devices communicate with your iPhone or whatever type of smartphone you might have?
So this product actually has Bluetooth in it and does connect up with smartphones, whether they be Apple or Android-based systems. This system at first will show up on the market with a USB connection. So when you're done with your 7 days, you actually cut a little slot open and you plug in a USB, and then it's kind of like, imagine like when we had, so funny, it's not that long ago, but when you have plastic or disposable cameras, at the end of which you would send it in somewhere to get something developed. In this case, at the end of 7 days, you plug it in, and all of a sudden developed in front of you is this dashboard of what your week was like, with some insights about it, and maybe some programmatic feedback as to where you might want to consider focusing some efforts towards.
Now, how is this made? You mentioned roll-to-roll manufacturing.
Yeah, so we've partnered with, one of the reasons why this is possible today versus, let's say, 5, even 10, even a couple of years ago, is several things. We were looking for a way, there's a lot of things going on in both the MEMS industry, but also the microprocessing embedded systems industry, where things are getting lower power, parts are converging. We're able to get things cheaper, also, frankly, because of the volumes that have been out there with the evolution and the excitement around the MEMS category. So we've been able to shrink down the product to something that's quite small and actually runs on a coin cell for 7 days. with that, once we figure out how to do that, we had to figure out how we're going to put this on the body first. Because for us in behavior modification and weight loss, 7 days is kind of that magic number. It's kind of like you get the weekend, you get the weekdays, kind of really gives a clear picture of what's going on. So what we've done here is we partnered with Avery Dennison Medical Solutions, and they happen to be a world expert in adhesives, especially long-term adhesives, that will be on the body. And so when you're wearing it, when you were a kid, you had a Band-Aid on, you take it off and it'll be all white underneath and so forth. So you'd want to have an adhesive that was, if it's going to be on for 7 days and you're going to wear it in the shower and the product's going to be, capable of taking on kind of everyday use, it's going to be good enough to stay on and not just fall off at the first sweat event or first shower event, but at the same time be very healthy to the skin. So when you do take it off, it's not a bunch of blisters or redness and other things that could be associated with occluding the skin for that long. So great technology, market leaders in that. And then the second thing is Avery Dennison is actually very is world renowned for their roll-to-roll process and manufacture. So this is what we were able to, in order to keep the cost down, so it's not a hand-built product or like a semi-automated approach that we do today. We were able to do a roll-to-roll where this is going down a line at tens and hundreds of feet a minute, and these products are being laid out and through robots and die cuts and roll-to-roll conversion, being fully produced and even packaged at the end of the line without worry about labor, and also be able to get us high efficiencies of volume and cost. So now it allows us to bring out products like this for less than $30 to the consumer for a 7-day assessment and a snapshot into their life. And we feel that's it's kind of a game-changing opportunity in the wearable body monitoring space.
One of the terms that I'm just learning about at this Congress is the fusion.
Yeah.
Is it data fusion or sensor fusion?
Sensor fusion, yeah.
So is that something that you must be capitalizing on already?
Yeah, that's again, when you take a $150 product or a $30 patch and you try to make it mimic an energy expenditure, a $50,000 metabolic cart / VO2 machine. Those are machines that maybe you see in movies where people have this big mask on and they're running on treadmills really hard and it's telling you what your actual energy expenditure is. If you're trying to mimic that in a free living world, the only way to pull that off in our minds is by sensor fusion, because these are not the high fidelity kinds of sensors that they're coming from something like a breathing exchange system. Same thing in sleep. We have sleep labs that have hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment in there, and we're trying to predict and recognize what the body's going through in their own home, which is a lot more comfortable environment, but it's also a much more challenging environment in the end. So from our perspective, we build these things because that's the way for us to get to the insights. The real insights and the real crown jewels of Body Media are the fact that we are employing artificial intelligence and computer science, machine learning techniques to fuse these sensors together, understand more about their world, understand more about them, and then be able to give them feedback that's actionable. So from our perspective, that's the keystone opportunity that's out there.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, Ivo. I appreciate it.
Yeah, great to meet you. Thanks a lot.